Hey, hope you are having a great day. I wanted to come on here real quick and just share a nugget with you that really helped me scale my business and be one of the top earners in my profession. Because one of the most important things that we do to grow, scale our businesses is having a system, number one, but also duplication. You got to have duplication. And what the professionals do is they promote from event to event to event. And an event could be a three-way call. It could be a company Zoom or presentation. It could be a leadership training. It could be a Saturday training. It could be a local event in your area, maybe a regional type event, or it could be, an international convention, right? That's one event topic. But then the other thing I want to talk about is anytime your company brings in a new product or service to what you're doing, it gives you an extraordinary reason to do what I call an update and awareness or update deflection. It gives you a reason to get back in touch with people that maybe signed up to as a customer or an affiliate for your business and they just fizzled out, or maybe they're paying their subscription or their dues to be a part of it, but they're not actively building. And so the topic of this is it's not the promotion, it's the promoter. It's not the new sizzle, it's the person promoting that new sizzle that is important. See, I do a lot of coaching for a lot of different professions. And yesterday I was coaching an entire leadership team within an organization, and they're doing a merger. All right, they're doing a merger, and they're also bringing in a new product. And it's revamping, it's giving them mouth-to-mouth resuscitation is what I say. It's giving them a new life, a new birth. And I said, it doesn't matter about this new product or this new sizzle or this merger. Number one, it's your attitude behind the new sizzle. And it's not the words that you say, but it's the belief behind the words that you're saying. And it's what you do within the action steps about the new product or the merger or whatever the case might be. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's about the promoter. And I'm going to give you a really good analogy that really helped me over the years build my business. How many of you, drop in the comments, know a guy by the name of Mike Tyson? Not know him, but maybe know of him. Mike Tyson, who knows? Drop a 1 in the comments if you've heard that name before. And for those of you that are a little bit younger, he was one of the best boxers in my era to watch. He was exciting. He was exhilarating. He was the 1-2 punch, knock your ass out kind of guy. All right. And anyways, there's a guy by the name of Don King. Who's heard of Don King? Drop a Don in the comments if you've heard of Don King. Okay. He is a promoter. All right. And one of the things that Don King was so great about doing is promoting Mike Tyson, the events, the boxing event. He was the greatest promoter, in my opinion, of all time. In fact, if you're building a business where you want to really perfect the promoting, I suggest you go on YouTube and research Don King and how he promoted and the psychology around what he promoted. It's very profound on what he did and the psychology behind it all. And he became, one of the most successful people in business. And if you think about it, he made as much money as the people in the ring boxing without being hit one time because he was that good. And he took just a piece of the action. That's the powerful thing about Don King. So I want you to understand, just because your company launches a new product, a new service, a new idea, they merge, they do this, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not going to make the company any better or worse. Now, it'll increase sales volume, but it all starts with the promoter, you. And I got in their grill yesterday. I was aggressive yesterday. I was more aggressive than I've ever been with this group, because I've been coaching them for a while. See, the coach can't get in the game and actually, take the snap as the quarterback or be the running back or the receiver or the tight end or the blocker. He's the coach. He calls the shots. He inspires people. He motivates people with what they're doing, right? And so you have to have the right players in the game to execute the right plays. Think about that for a minute. So why do I say all that? Because you have to have systems and tools in place to be the best promoter, but you also need the right mindset up here. If you don't believe in the promotion, it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter how great it is if you don't believe the words that are coming out of your mouth. Now, what I love about new promotions, it gives me a reason to reach out. So if I was in that company and I go through my CSV file, my database of everybody that signed up in my business, I would look for the names that if I called them, they would know who DJ is. And I would call them. I'd pick up the phone with excitement, enthusiasm, passion, conviction. And I'd reach out to them and say, hey, have you heard the news? Chances are they haven't. And they're going to say no and say, do you have 5 minutes to talk right now? It's important. And then you cast the vision and then you find out what's been holding them back. And where, last time we spoke, when you first got started with what we're doing, these were your goals. Do you still have the vision of your goals or what's changed? And I would remind them of why they got started with me in the first place. And then I would ask what has been holding them back and how their life has transpired since they bought that excuse as to why it's holding them back. And I'd get in their grill a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive. I'd rather have people be too aggressive than too passive. I'd rather have you stand for something versus fall for everything. So many people go through life like a leaf. If the wind blows this way, they go that way. If the wind blows that way, they go that way. Instead of standing for something, planting their flag. You got to plant your flag. Now, if they don't pick up the phone call, then I'll shoot them a text right afterwards and say, hey, it's DJ. When do you have 5 minutes? It's important. I just tried calling you. So now you called them. If they didn't pick up, now they saw you call and then you texted them. They're going to know there's some urgency behind it. See, if I text somebody about my business and I say, hey, when do you have 5 minutes? It's important. They're going to respond back and say, hey, I'm in a meeting. Are you okay? Do I need to step out? Or can we talk in 10 minutes or an hour when I get out of this meeting? See, I don't say, hey, it's important every time I call, because then it devalues the importance meter. So if I send a message to somebody and say, hey, Joe, it's been a minute. When do you have 5 minutes to chat? It's important. It's important coming from me. I'm just telling you, and my network knows that because I'm not fluff. I'm very direct. And I've created that authority figure within my community because they know I'm not going to waste their time on BS. Got it? Drop a 2 if you get it. Drop a 2 if you get it. Okay? Very important for you to understand is creating value while, reducing resistance. Now, I will tell you, though, side note, resistance is the multiplier. All right? So that's when I talk about it's not the promotion, it's the promoter. That is very important for you to understand. The promotion is only as good as you create it to be. Very important for you to understand. And what made me successful over other people was I got really good taking something small and making it big in the time of need. Think about that a minute. Think about that for a second. Making something small big. Why? Because it's not the actual thing. It's what you make of the thing that's important. And then what I would do for the people that don't know me that well, but they're in the community because maybe I had a team member introduce them, who introduced them. I'm going to go use Project Broadcast, or I'm going to use Go High Level or some, Easy Text, some type of software. And I'm going to say, hey, it's DJ with XYZ company. I need 5 minutes of your time. It's important. Have you heard the news? Have you heard the news? And so for the ones I'm not as close to, I'm going to send the text. But then I'm going to call back after I send the text within 24 hours and call. And if they answer, I'm going to say, hey, it's DJ with XYZ company. Did you get my text yesterday? So I always have something to relate it to. And then if I text them and then call them and they don't answer, I'm going to say, hey, it's DJ. I just tried calling you. Did you get my text from yesterday? So that's a third touch. So what I'm doing is I'm creating urgency from all different angles. I'm trying to poke holes to get them to be a non-responder to a responder. Now, does it take time? Yes. But is it worth it? It is. And I will tell you this, what's interesting, and drop a 3 if this can relate to you, is don't you agree that it's easier to sign somebody up that's already bought from you again? Isn't that interesting? They always buy again and again and again. So whenever my company introduces something, I'm going back to the people I've sold to before. Why? Because they've already opened their checkbook before to me. Why not go back to them? It's already open. They already trust you. They like you. They know you. It's not a stranger. So I wanted to give you that nugget. And then last but not least, I do promote from event to event. In my company, I have an affiliate marketing business. That's one of many businesses that I have. And every Monday through Friday, I do a power hour accountability group where I do the daily activities in front of people. What I've learned is that in business, most people hear what to do, but they don't know what to do. They don't know how to put it into action. So if they see the leader doing it every day, they're going to show up every day, and eventually they're going to do what you do every single day. Think about the power behind that, okay? So every day, like today is, what day is today? Today's Wednesday. I did it this morning, 10 a.m. Central. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central. Now tonight, I do an opportunity overview for my entire company. Saturday, I do training. So tonight, I'm going to promote the next event. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to promote Saturday. Saturday, I'm promoting my Monday Power Hour. Monday, I'm promoting Tuesday's Power Hour. Tuesday, I'm promoting Wednesday's event so people can do their follow-up Wednesday day. And then Saturday is the next event. So I'm always promoting from event to event to event, number one. And number two, the promotion is only as good as the promoter. Now, if you can master that, it doesn't matter how skilled you are in selling your product, service, or opportunity, because if you're promoting the promotion and your enthusiasm, your excitement is shown in your voice, you're not monotone doing a deal that you should be doing, right? It's just, guys, be excited. So many people in life are not excited or passionate or conviction. They don't have that in their network, in their DNA. It's like, listen, people are attracted to that, okay? I'm training you right now, just so you know, I am this way on a Zoom, on a one-on-one. When I'm on the phone call, this is my tonality, because people will gravitate to you because they know that I'm competent and confident in what I'm doing. The question is, are you? And the only reason you're not is either A, you don't believe in yourself, or you don't believe in what you're doing. If you don't believe in yourself, you got to do some personal development, borrow the leaders that you're working with, borrow their confidence. And if you don't believe in what you're doing, stop doing it. Stop wasting your time. Find something that you believe in and you can get good at. See, when I met my first mentor, I've never had a job. I've been self-employed for 27 years. I'm 45 years young. When I was 18, I started my first company. And my mentor, Mark, he said, listen, what I'm going to teach you is worth getting good at. If you can master this, you will master life and you'll become very successful and wealthy. And guess what happened? All the above. It works if you work it. So that's all I got. Wanted to share those tips with you. If you felt this was valuable, please share it. If you are in some groups that you want to share this with, or you have colleagues or business partners or affiliates that might want to benefit from this, feel free to invite them to the page, share this within the communities. If you're able to bless somebody, just share.